The last time we met, we were talking about the Chiefs and Broncos first meetup.
Yep.
Just kind of seeing how things were going to go there, and things happened, and it's been kind of a crazy time ever since. Not just NFL, NBA, NHL, all that good stuff. So I don't know where you guys would like to start, but I mean,
I'll start by giving props to this guy right here, number 88, RIP to DT, one of the best Broncos receivers ever to do it. And honestly, you could argue he's obviously not like top 10 of all wide receivers, but I mean, the guy was talented for days. Even a blind Chiefs fan could say that. I mean, come on, what do you think there, Bob?
So I actually thought about this a lot. So I went to the game after it had happened, and the crowd was chanting DT, DT, and all that kind of stuff, and they had the painted the 88 on the sideline and everything, which is really cool. Yeah, man. I mean, all the respect to the guy, like, died way too young. It also, I mean, I hate to, relate it to Chiefs, but it reminded me of our DT. It was weird in that it was a similar situation where Derek Thomas was in a car accident,
very similar,
and he didn't survive. Like he had a car accident, he made it to the hospital, and then because of that, he ended up dying. And I mean, I don't know if it's the same thing, but DT had the same kind of, he had an accident in a car accident, and seizures and everything else that happened. And and it also kind of hit close to home for me personally, because my brother used to get seizures a lot when he was a teenager, and he was 7 years older than me. And so, like, for me, it was scary to see my big brother go through something like that. And they told me later, I actually wasn't even there, but he, similar to DT, had a seizure while he was taking a shower. Jeez. And luckily my dad found him, and he was okay and everything, but it could have ended really badly. Like he had to wait till he was 18 to get his license, because he had to go a full year without a seizure to be able to drive. So but yeah, man, I felt it, man, when I was at the game. Like it was tough. It was definitely, you could tell the crowd that was there, you could tell, and they were diehards. They were, they were there, for him, and the players were there fighting for him. And like, you knew that he was there. Like, it was just, it sucks, man. It sucks when loss happens at any age, but particularly for somebody who's our age, younger than us, that goes through something like that. And I don't know, man.
Yeah, he was a stud, man. He was a stud. Like, he started out like coming off of an injury, if you guys remember, coming off of a pretty vicious injury, and like, people were like, who knows how he's gonna come back from this or whatever, but he ended up coming back, like I said, like a stud. And then everybody remembers probably his most memorable moment was catching that ball from Tebow. Tebow, not exactly the most accurate passer in the world, but on that one, geez, right there, playoff game, was Pittsburgh playoff game, wasn't it? Or was it to go to the playoffs?
It was Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh playoff game. Man, what, 80, 90 yarder in overtime, was it? Or
80 yards, yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't it overtime?
Overtime, yeah.
Yep. What a that's a memory right there. What a stud. So definitely rest in peace to him, and sorry to hear about your brother, but glad he's doing good. And scary situation.
Yeah, he seems to be doing good though. So that's
definitely.
Yeah.
That's good. But let's hear it, bud. I guess we could talk about football. I can only wear this Broncos gear one more week.
Huh?
one more week. Well, I'll probably wear it for the Super Bowl or whatever, but I never wear it during playoffs, honestly, just because I'm so depressed. I take some days off because I'm so depressed. I'm already depressed right now, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's
dude,
that's exactly. I feel the same. I already.
Like I feel you guys like more than most, just because, I had Todd Haley as a coach, Herm Edwards as a coach, like Matt Castle for 4 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was not like we thought Matt Castle was an answer, and that was awful. Like, I can't believe that guy got 4 years to be a starting quarterback. And, we had Tyler Palco starting for us. Like, bad quarterbacks for a really long time. And,
Amazing
like
first game, but...
I mean, you guys, you had Peyton, you had John Elway for a long time. You had Peyton Manning for, what is it, 5 years, 4 years, something like that.
4, yeah.
5 years,
two quarterback appearances, one or two Super Bowl appearances, one Super Bowl win. And, he went out as a winner, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. What my thing is, like, I can't believe that you guys, like, they keep bringing it up on the news all the time, just how you guys were the first Super Bowl winner to lose like however many lost seasons in a row after winning the Super Bowl, which is crazy to me. Like,
I don't know if
what changed so much. Was it Manning? Is that what changed so much?
First of all, I don't know if they kept bringing that up or if that's a stat that you dug up, Bob, just to throw on our faces. I believe is most likely the case.
It's a little both, but yeah.
It's out there. It sucks, and it's out there.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sacker. What's your thoughts on Bob's pathetic question right there?
Man, it's a little... I guess we could start with just... I don't know, that last season, the way they won the Super Bowl, it just feels that the Broncos are trying to, been for the last 6 years, try to recreate that type of feel, that type of way of trying to win that Super Bowl, trying to win with a great defense and saying, if we stick anybody in there at quarterback, any serviceable guy at quarterback will be okay. And it just hasn't worked. Like, a lot, going back to that season, a lot had to happen for that Super Bowl. That, I mean, in addition to having one of the better defenses in NFL history, a lot had to happen for that Super Bowl to happen. And that's kind of how they've gotten. That's kind of how they've just built those teams. I mean, have hiring Vance Joseph, defensive coordinator, a former defensive coordinator. Then they went the old experienced defensive coordinator, and they've been trying to win that way, basically trying to recreate the 2015 season. And that's a once in a lifetime. I mean, even Seattle, who won, a lot of it had to do with the Super Bowl 48 and that debacle. But Seattle, I mean, they had everything clicking in that season, and they've kind of gone away from the defense and whatnot and winning it by the defense. But I think they're still trying to hold on to trying to win it with a great defense and a pedestrian offense. And it just, even in that season, it didn't feel that.
Here's what I'll say. I think that it's hard. No matter what team you have, like, it's hard to go to Super Bowls, even to compete in the playoffs. It's hard. It's not something that you can just throw a team together and just hope for the best. And even if you had past success, like, even just looking at the Chiefs, like, it's not been easy this year at all. Like, and I get it. Like, teams are good. Like, there are other teams that play really well in any given Sunday. And like, we found that out against the Bengals. We should have won that game. That really pissed me off. But yeah, man, like,
should you have though?
Huh?
Should you have?
We should have. You can't give up a 3rd and 27. Like, come on. You're giving up a 3rd and 27. Come on, that's bad.
Should you have though? It's a matter of opinion. It's a matter of opinion.
Well,
you know what I mean?
like, things they won. They won. Give it to them. Give it to the Bengals. They won. But
won because I didn't want to see you guys win. So that's my opinion. But if you want me to say who's the better team, probably who should have won, probably the Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs, so I could give you that.
It's all good, man. Like, I mean, well, I hope we see him in the playoffs. That's what I'm thinking.
Do you really want to?
Yeah, man. The team I really don't want to see really, or probably the Titans, which we probably will anyway, or the Colts maybe. Those are the two teams that are really good. Again, like you guys were built on running the ball and defense, but the thing with those teams, especially the Colts, I mean, I don't know, man. They got the O-line in addition to the running back, Wentz
might be the best O-line, might be the best offensive line in the game.
Yeah. And Wentz, take him or leave him. He's nothing. I don't think like he's kind of like Nick Foles to me. Like he's fine, but he's not like he could get hot like Nick Foles did and win a Super Bowl for you. But I don't think he's like a franchise dude anymore, or at least like he had one really good year when he came out, just like any rookie, right? Like once defenses figure you out, then you're kind of like, I need to change or I'm just not going to be as good anymore. And for him, he has to rely on that. And if somebody finds a way to stop their running game, then they're in trouble. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
That's
to be honest, like
they're
they're that good. It's just like, whew. And he should. I don't know, man. I think their running back is definitely in the conversation for the MVP. Yeah, man.
True story. Yeah. Definitely makes me wish I would have drafted him in football league. I'll tell you that. But
that's a whole other conversation, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantasy sucked this year, by the way.
Well, I don't know. I won one league that I haven't won ever, which is the one I'm the commissioner of. With the curse of the commissioner, ended this year. So thank goodness I won my league.
Did you have some Chiefs players?
Not on that team, or else I did on a different team though. I'm not going to tell you how many because it makes me feel bad about myself. But I ended up losing in that league. I took third, but third, I get your money back at least, so I can give you that much. But I did want to touch base on what you said real quick, Zach. Very good points on as far as the Broncos and the reason why we didn't go further. And honestly, I believe you're right. I said that at the beginning. We're trying to kind of mirror what we did in the Super Bowl 50 season. When the difference is though, we as good as our defense was on paper this year, we did not have nearly the team on defense that we did.
Right.
Plus injuries. I mean,
yeah.
Give me a break. All of our linebacking core was injured the entire year. We had to come up with a new linebacker. I will tell you, we ended up getting a couple studs at linebacker because of all this. But the main thing I was going to say is just they said, I believe you brought up pedestrian offense. The thing is, though, is that if you look at our offense, we are stacked. We have one of the best new rookie running backs the guy is a stud, man. And Melvin Gordon did great as well. We're talking about two backs that almost both got 1,000 yards apiece. Plus, Melvin Gordon had I don't know, like 8 or 9 touchdowns or something, some decent amount of touchdowns. We all know he's amazing at getting in the end zone. But then you got Cortland Sutton, you got Jerry Jeudy, you got Tim Patrick, who was one of the most consistent, and you got Noah Fant. I mean, we are stacked on offense, and then they think they can just put in just a game manager and nothing to take away from Teddy. I think Teddy did pretty well. He had his best statistical season, I think, in a long time. And this is the best that quarterback's done for us since Peyton Manning in 2014, I believe, that the stat was, they said. So, but the problem is, though, is just that he was not utilizing the talent that he had, in my opinion. He never utilized Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy was open on like 90% of the routes that Jerry Jeudy ran. Never even know what that guy has right now. He has no deep ball. Teddy didn't go deep at all. When you got Cortland as a deep threat, you got the first couple weeks he was going deep, and then it was just over. Noah Fant, he's a mismatch. Go deep on him. Like we were just, I don't know. It was just done before. And then let's not go into the fact that Fangio has no clue how to challenge. He'll never know how to challenge. I mean, every time he throws a challenge flag, I just feel like freaking just like fast forwarding it or turning it to like an infomercial, because I'd rather watch an infomercial on something that I'm never going to buy than I would want to watch Fangio challenge a call, because I know it's never going to freaking be reversed. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And then go along with the fact that he has no time management, he has no clock management, he calls timeouts randomly, he has no clue when you save timeouts at the end of the game. He's just like, oh, this is a good time to do a timeout. And you're like, dude, if you would have saved that timeout, bro, we would have had this much more of a chance to win. Fangio is a moron. He is like a wet sock. He's like having a freaking coach that has the IQ of a wet sock. That's Fangio. I want that bum out of here right fucking now.
So him and Will Barton should go bowling together.
Dude, they should go bowling, dude. They should both go freaking. Oh my god, they should do is just go drive off the cliff like Thelma and Louise.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
Dude, I'm telling you, well, I just happened to catch the end of Thelma and Louise earlier. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that movie, but at the end, they look at each other and they're like, "Let's just keep going," and they just freaking drive off the cliff together. That's exactly Fangio and Will Barton should just do that. Just say, let's just get the shit out of here, and it could be a metaphorical cliff. They don't have to die. They just need to drive off the cliff of Denver sports. You know what I mean? Just get the shit out of here. Get out of my life. Quit ruining my teams and my life.
You know what though? I for all the Nuggets talk, like with Will Barton, I agree. Like I think he's garbage, but we don't have anybody else who's willing to just start shooting the ball. You know, like we need more players that are willing to like, hey, let's at least throw it at the rim, like instead of trying to pass it every time and look for Jokic to do everything, you know, like which he does. But like, come on, like
the biggest since we're on Nuggets right now, the biggest issue with the Nuggets right now is they have two of their max players out.
Yeah,
that's period. I mean, it starts and ends there. I mean, we could all hope for. I mean, like you said, Will Barton's probably the only guy that's willing to shoot at a dime. I mean, which has mixed results at best. But at the end of the day, it's hard to overcome the fact that Jamal Murray and MPJ are not in. I mean, they're doing their best. I mean, they're doing a serviceable job at this point.
But here's the thing: they signed Will Barton to come back, correct?
They did.
Unfortunately.
So are they gonna bring back Fangio?
Dude, I'm hearing some crap from Adam Schefter. I'm hearing some crap from Adam saying that the Broncos like Fangio and they like where he's headed. If that's the case, dude, if they like where he's headed, what's that? That he's improving by like one game every year. So that means we're gonna have to wait 4 more years until we have like 3 or 4 more years until we have a fucking playoff team, let alone a team that can compete for a Super Bowl. Dude, the guy is a bum, dude. He is a bum. I would rather freaking have the ghost of Dan Reeves, R.I.P. to Dan Reeves as well. Towards the end of his career, rest in peace, Dan Reeves. Sorry, I'm not trying to trash on you, but the end of your career, I'd rather have the ghost of him just in there rather than him, dude. I would rather have Josh McDaniels when he did at the end of his Broncos career than Dan Reeves. Than freaking Fangio. Dude, I'm telling you, this guy's a bum. He is a bum, and that fart face that he has, that freaking like he's always smelling something bad face. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're smelling? You're smelling your coaching, bro, because you suck. You suck, Fangio. You suck.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. And I hope you don't lose him, because as a Chiefs fan, clearly, I'm just like, ooh, this guy's amazing. You should keep him. This guy.
That's the thing. He's a longtime defensive coach, and defensive coaches, let's face it, they really have never really game managed. I mean, that's always fallen on the offensive side. So he clearly has struggled with that, and we're saying why. I mean, I hope not. I hope not, but I hope he's not back. But
here's what you guys need to do. you need to get a new owner first and foremost. Once you get
Yeah.
a new
Peyton
owner,
Manning, PFM.
if it's Peyton Manning, great. But
It
once
won't
you
be,
do
but
that,
we
you
need a
guys,
new one. Yeah.
not just that, like you guys need to do what the Chiefs did and get yourselves a bona fide head coach, proven, badass head coach that's like that.
That's
That
it.
we
Yeah.
got lucky, like Philly. Like I get it, the whole thing with Philly, like it just wasn't working. Like it just wore
It was
out.
a long time. It was 14 years. They
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
It's
It
eventually.
was
Yeah.
time,
It's like a bad marriage. It's like a bad marriage. I mean,
right?
eventually you had your good times, but eventually they grew up. You grow apart, and they grew apart. That's really what that was.
But the thing is, you still know and appreciate how good a coach that person is, and you just need to find you guys a coach like that, and the problem is, there's a couple of them maybe like that are either in college or like retired that may come back or something like that.
Yeah,
That's kind of where you need to go.
let's bring that question out. You're dancing around it. Let's do it. Give me a name. Give me a name right now, Sacker. I got one. I'm gonna throw out Harbaugh right now. You just said college.
Yeah, that was the yeah. That's what everybody's. I wouldn't mind Jim Harbaugh, to be honest.
Harbaugh would be nice. Hard-nosed coach. He's a defensive-minded coach, but the dude knows offense. You know what I mean?
He's a quarterback, so yeah, he know yeah. So,
but he's a quarterback, but like
he's a former
like
quarterback, but yeah.
They know defenses. Yeah, former quarterback.
You're saying,
yeah.
I mean,
Who else you got, Bob? Who else you got in mind? You're thinking? No, don't come at me with former. You think I've heard Shanahan be thrown out there? I've heard Wade Phillips. These are like former Broncos coaches. I think we need to get out of that wheel well. I think we need.
Yeah,
we do.
We need
yeah.
to do a little bit different than
like
that.
whatever happened to what's his face? He was I think he was the former, not Steelers, but like the Ravens. One of the, what was his name? I don't know if he won a Super Bowl, but he was really good too. Billick.
Oh
Brian
yeah,
Billick.
Brian Billick. Yeah, you could bring him back.
He's been out of coaching for so long though.
He
has. But like Fangio's been in the league for so long, and
I know. I know.
You know what? I heard one that wasn't a bad idea, which it's up in the air, kind of same thing. But Dan Quinn wouldn't be a bad thing. I mean, he's proven that he's got. I mean, give me a break. Who was it? Who was he coaching? When was it Atlanta?
Atlanta.
When they basically had that Super Bowl one, you know what I mean? They had that Super Bowl one gift wrap. But they got Brady. But Dan Quinn's he's not bad in my opinion. He wouldn't be a bad choice. I'd like to see it. Better than
I would
Fangio.
say just because he's coached in the league before and has had some success.
I agree.
That's probably the only reason why I would be interested to see who he would hire as his offensive coordinator. But
and he probably
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Dan.
He probably couldn't suck at challenging, you know what I mean, as much as Fangio anyway. So it's an automatic upgrade at challenges. You know that. Like any one of us on here could challenge just like a blind person could challenge these calls and get more right than Fangio.
I got some good news and some kind of exciting news to tell you guys.
Fangio got fired?
I know. That would be the only thing. Right?
It is about this game on Saturday though.
Oh, who gives a poop, bud? What do we get to win out of this? We can't even screw you. We can't even screw you guys out of anything.
It has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with that. Like
this game is trash, dude. Are you even playing starters?
Listen,
all right, what's the good news?
It has to do with our podcast. It has nothing to do with the game. It has to do with I have an opportunity.
Okay.
On Saturday, I will be working for ESPN on Saturday at the game.
All right.
What are you gonna be doing, bud?
Yeah. So it's called a runner. It's basically like a production assistant, kind of what I was doing for the other thing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, man. They posted it online. I applied and told them like what my experience and everything was. They hired me, and I will be at the game. And we'll see what it entails. I mean, I could be doing anything. who knows? Like I have no idea what.
Yeah, it's a runner, so who knows what you'll be doing? But that's pretty awesome, dude.
So yeah,
That's
and
big time.
it's called Ming Entertainment, and they're apparently they're a good company. They handle all the games for like ESPN. So yeah, so I'll be on hand for them.
Where is that? Are we in Denver, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it'll be yep.
Dang, bud, look at you doing big things.
I know.
Yeah,
it's great. That's good stuff. Yeah.
If the Chiefs fans don't get richer and richer, if the rich don't get
I
richer,
know, right?
So, but I can't wear any Chiefs gear though. Like I gotta, and here's the thing: the stipulation also is I can't wear any Chiefs gear. I can't ask for pictures. I can't be taking pictures. I can't do any. I can't do any audio. I can't do any video. Like it's very professional. One of those things where like I could, like if they catch me doing something like that, you get fired kind of thing. So it's more like just experience it, and then I'll hit you up after the fact and tell you how it all went, as far as the experience. And who knows, like I don't know if I'm gonna be on the field or you know what's gonna go on, but
right.
So dude, but I just want you to let you know. So it should be fun.
Yeah, congrats, man. That's exciting. That is exciting. That's some exciting.
Man. Yeah. That is amazing.
And if it works out, like it would be nice to, like that for me would also be a dream job to do something like that every Sunday, or Saturday or whatever they have games, and start doing it for college or whatever, just trying to be on the field, just helping out when I can. And so, but yeah, that's
huge.
Yeah, man.
That's huge. And maybe being around, you know what I mean, the Broncos Stadium, you could start possibly knowing what it's like to root for a better team. A team 3 Super Bowls under their belt. You know what I mean? Just a team that's just a quality team that most of the time, besides these last 4 years, is a competitor.
Has it been 4? I don't know.
It's been 6. Just keep it. Just keep. It's been 5. Just keep it moving.
I tried to round down at most points.
I know.
But I don't know, dude. If it's a possibility, the only thing I ask is if you can just possibly just punch Fangio in the nuts or something, just accidentally. You know what I mean? Just whatever you can do. Just tell him it was from me and everybody else, every other Broncos.
So there's a theme from our podcast is people who Tyler want to punch. So early on it was Dinger, and it wasn't because you hated him. It was more just the Rocky situation. And then Will Barton, of course. And then now Fangio. And so only one of them's a player, but like
I'm not gonna lie. There's many fans in Colorado sports would agree with my list. Times 10.
I agree. Yeah, I would agree. Dinger's like, from what I've realized is people either love Dinger or hate him.
Well, it better be the latter of the two, because he's like the weakest mascot in the world, bro. Like if you're gonna be a dinosaur, you better be like at least a mean, ferocious one. He's a big old purple dinosaur. He's like Barney's brother. Barney's brother. Bro.
Yeah.
No wonder why we
I'm on the latter side. I'm not a fan of Dinger, but I know people that love Dinger. So
no wonder why freaking Arenado wanted out of here, bud. He's like, look at our freaking Dinger, bro. Give me a break. And Todd Helton's drinking now. Like he's drinking because of this. I wasted my whole career with the Rocky purple dinosaur. Give me a break, bro. What are we expecting out of life right now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I wish that freaking flame would actually burn the Chiefs logo up. You know what
I mean? I know,
right? Why here's my question. Of all the teams in the AFC West, like I understand like the hate for the Chiefs because they're successful now. Is that why? So here's the deal. Like,
honestly,
Raiders have always been
Raiders
number one hate team, right?
For me, it was Raiders and Chiefs. They're about the same. For me.
Okay.
They've always been that way. It hasn't just been recently. They've always been that way.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. It has a little mixture to do with the fact that you guys won the Super Bowl a few years ago, and then you just went back to the Super Bowl, and then you're such a big fan. There's just there's a lot that goes into it. You know what I mean?
Hey man, you guys won too. Like, you know what's great though? Like both of our teams have won, recently. Like that's great. Like I gotta
feel
say,
recent.
man.
Doesn't feel recent, but yeah.
Not for you,
I'm
but
not gonna lie. I have to agree. It is recently. I agree, but it doesn't feel recent for us, dude. These years have been dragging.
They've been long.
fair enough. Like
They've been long, man.
I get it. Like my team's in a better place for sure, but like
All right, we get it, Bob. We get it. Yes, they are.
Right?
well,
God
here's the thing. Well, listen. From my perspective, you guys, you won 2 Super Bowls when we were kids, and
Oh my Lord. Here
and
we
then
go.
and then you won another one when we were in our 30s, right? And this is all before the Chiefs won their one. I had never seen my team win a Super Bowl before ever, and to see a hated rival win 3 times as a kid and as an adult was hard. And then to
I got you.
finally get one, it was good. Now, going forward, for you guys, and we talked about, replacing the head coach. We talked about getting a new owner. What else? I have a question. What else do you guys need to change besides the quarterback? Do you think that's going to put you guys over the top?
Offensive coordinator, big time. Pat Shurmur
that goes, yeah.
That is somebody else that I want to put on my list of punching in the nuts. I don't even know if nuts is good enough for him. I would like to punch him in the nuts, in the neck, and the back of the knee. There's a lot of different places I'd like to punch that guy. He is garbage. When we first got him, I was like, "Oh, sweet, we got Pat Shurmur." No, I wasn't like that at all. I was like,
thank you for not. Yeah, thank you.
No, bro. I was like, I would rather have Rick Dennison than. I mean, I would not Dennison. I would rather have. Let me try to think. Who would I
Eric
rather
Bieniemy?
have? Anybody over Pat Shurmur. Like literally, dude. I would rather have anybody. I'd rather have Will Barton as the offensive coordinator. That says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Pat Shurmur is garbage. He's proven that he's been garbage. There's a reason why he got dropped. Like a bad habit by everybody. I think he got dropped by his wife at a certain point.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know, but if not, I'm starting that rumor now because I just got so much hatred for the guy. He sucks, dude. He sucks. He didn't. He was supposed like at least Fangio, even though he sucks bad. He got a little bit better, which isn't hard to do from Fangio's standpoint because he sucked so bad the first year. And the next year, I mean, you could only go up from there. But Shermer has not gotten better. He has not gotten better. I know the stats might say something different, but I don't give a shit about what the stats say. My feelings say something different, and so do the rest of the Broncos nation and Broncos feelings. The guy sucks. So offensive coordinator is my pick. What do you think, Sacker?
I would have put him over Fangio, to be honest. Guy's garbage. Guys, yeah, I put them together. Guys,
yeah.
Pat Shurmur's garbage. You mentioned about the talent that the offense has, and I know with the quarterback, yeah, I know that there's been issues with whatnot, but Pat Shurmur to me, from the day he was hired, I've never been a fan of his. He was a coach for the Giants, who they brought him in and thought he would be able to save Eli Manning's career for a couple of years. Dude ended up retiring. I mean, and then before that, I mean, he was with Eli. Yeah, exactly. That alone is all you need to know about Pat Shurmur and his lack of success. He was with Minnesota for like a couple of years. He had one decent season with Minnesota. They went all the way to the NFC Championship game and lost, got blown out by Philadelphia. But still, that team really had a great defense, which was the reason why that team was so successful. He coached the Browns back in the early 2000s when they were garbage. I mean, this guy, he has never been that good. He's never been good. So I don't know why he keeps getting hired. He's like Brian Schottenheimer, for God's sakes. Like, you wonder why he's still in the NFL, for goodness sakes, and still getting jobs. And I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. He's got to go. He really does.
So we both agree, offensive coordinator, and then there's just one small little spot which I don't know if it will necessarily make us a competitor, but I will tell you this: that if I see one more pathetic run back on a kickoff from our freaking number 11, dude, I would rather see the ball get kicked through the freaking end zone every single time rather than see our boy freaking try to run it, bro. He doesn't even get it back to the 25 most of the time, dude. He puts us at a loss for yards every single fucking kick. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? We haven't. When's the last time?
For those who are watching this, he's talking about Deontay Spencer, by the way.
Spencer, that is right, dude. And there's another guy that I want to punch. And I'm sorry, Spencer, you're probably vicious and you probably whoop my ass, but I don't care. I'd still punch you. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care, bro.
He's 5'8", so I don't know. He's 5'8", so I don't know.
Well, then I'm gonna take my chances, bro. I'm gonna take my chances against him. And you know what I mean? And Fangio, I know I'll whoop his ass. Barton, I'm not sure, but basketball players can't fight, so I still punch you. And freaking Dinger, dude, I'll whoop that ass. So all you guys, but Spencer, you are garbage, bro. Every time I see the ball getting kicked to you, I'm like, please let it go in the end zone and out the back. So at least we start at the 25. He gets it, and he makes a cut to the wrong side, and you know what I mean, where there's no blocking, and then he tries to go back, and then he ends up getting back. We start at the 15, dude. It's disgusting. Sacker, tell me you haven't noticed that.
Yeah. Oh, of course I've noticed it. Yeah, of course.
You guys need a Dante
special teams,
Hall.
Just special teams outside of Brandon McManus, essentially. Like the special teams coach, I keep forgetting his name, and probably for good reason.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to go. Like,
I think we got him from Kansas City.
No, I think that was last year. I think you got our. No, we have Dave Tobe is good. Our special teams is pretty solid for the most part. I think yeah. I mean, you guys, your special teams is garbage, except for
very
McManus.
special.
McManus is good. Like he kicks good. He kicks pretty far field goals and everything when they let him.
61-yarder this year.
The thing is though, like, and I've learned this from well, I can't go into why I know this, but like you get McManus pissed off, like it's not good for him.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you got Fangio giving him 2 seconds. Let's go back to Fangio giving him 2 seconds to kick the damn ball, dude.
Again,
dude,
that game management right there.
Game management,
the lack of game management. You should
Did
know
you see
whether
McManus run up on Fangio too, but he wanted to hit him, bro.
Yeah.
I sent him out there. I was like, go for it, Brandon Mack, B-Mac, go punch him, bud.
Yeah, man. Like
game management, deciding at the last minute to kick the field goal. I mean, that again is.
So here's my question: why are the Broncos giving Fangio such a long leash?
Your answer is as good as mine. That's something I cannot figure out. I really cannot figure out.
It's such a weird thing.
It really is.
Right? Like
it really is. I know Vance Joseph had his issues and whatnot, but they were ready to cut ties with that guy after the first year. And it just seems like everything you're hearing from the Broncos organization, from their insiders, is that they're willing to give this guy another year. It's like, I don't get it. I really don't.
I don't know, man. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe they're just waiting to see what happens playoff wise and what coaches are available. Still, it doesn't make no sense because we're not going to make it to the playoffs, so we could just can this whole freaking fart face bum anytime we want. You know, freaking, oh man, I don't know. I don't get it. Shefty's a pretty reliable source, and Shefty says that we might give him another year. I don't know, man. I hope not.
Maybe it has to do with the fact that they got us once they sell the team.
Yeah, maybe it's the owner.
Then maybe, but still, it's one of those things. Like, because the ownership and everything is probably going to take a year or two to figure all that out, and then
really?
Yeah. I mean, for them for them to start making decisions on the team.
Gotcha.
You know.
And as far as I thought you meant get the sign. Yeah.
And once they do, once they start making decisions on the team and everything, like Fangio is going to be long gone for sure.
Well, thank God.
But in the meantime, it's like, it's kind of one of those. It's a business decision. Do they want to to risk like just throwing it at some other coach just to fire him the next
Yes.
year. Like
Yes.
I feel like that it's kind of for them, it feels like it's a unnecessary like waste of energy. Like I feel like they just want to let's just deal with it, and then once he's gone, once the team's sold, they'll hire a new head coach. The GM will have say in it this time, which should have happened the first time around. And then once the GM and the owners decide who their next head coach will be, it'll be a good head coach, and then you can go from there. You're
Who's
in this
our O-line
weird,
coach? Munchak?
yeah.
Let him. He's gonna. We're not getting rid of him. Let him freaking be interim coach until we figure it out, dude. Get rid of Fangio's fart face, dude, and get rid of freaking Shermer and move Munchak to whatever. Munchak's been around long enough, and it's not like he could do any worse than Fangio. Give me a break, bro. If anything, like our offensive line will get, like there'll be some plays where the offensive linemen will get catches and shit. Who knows? But it won't be any worse than Fangio, dude. Fangio sucks, man. Oh God, I want to punch him.
The problem with what you're talking about, and I agree, like Fangio should be gone regardless.
Yes,
but you need somebody who's been a head coach. You need a head coach, somebody who has the credentials to bring this team back. And when that happens, it's up in the air because of, again, it's frustrating for you guys. I understand, because I had Todd Haley as a head coach. Ugh. Like I get it. Like garbage, right? Like you guys had Josh McDaniels. Like it was awful. Like you guys have had your share, and you've also had awesome head coaches. You've had Shanahan, right? You've had Reeves, man. Like, really awesome, solid head coaches that have done a lot for this game and have changed
Even Wade
the game.
Phillips wasn't bad either, man. Wade Phillips
wasn't man. Wade Phillips wasn't any good.
He wasn't good. He wasn't that great.
Easy.
I would say John. I would
Easy.
say. I would say even John Fox had, even though he had his moments, compared to what we have right now. I'd rather have John.
That's true.
I would have John Fox back in a heartbeat over what we
Good
got
point.
right now.
Good point. Maybe not Jack Del Rio, but John Fox. Jack Del Rio was a horrible experiment as well. So, you're right. John Fox wasn't that bad. Foxy boy wasn't that bad. Kubiak, that was good. I wish we could have kept that bomb, but he was like, dude, we did so sorry at a certain point that Coobs was like killing over on the sideline. So that's what happens. You know what I mean? I don't wish Fangio any harm. But if he just could keel over in a non-serious way to where he'd still be all right, but keel over and get the hell out of my life and still be alive and safe, because I'm not that mean,
I get what you're saying.
Unless you want to punch him in the nuts.
Yeah, like Bob, if you could slip that in on Saturday, just like you fall over, maybe you're doing the gritty or something and you fall over and just pop, you know what I mean? And Fangio goes down, man.
Chip him with one of the mic cords or something.
There you go. There you go.
Nah, man, I'd like to keep doing that job. I'm not gonna sacrifice something. I think even as a Chiefs fan, I think the Chiefs, I think they're gonna win anyway. Like I don't need to help them out.
Yeah, we know.
This game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
are you playing all your starters,
dude? You guys, we have to. Like,
why?
Because
number one seed.
That's the whole reason.
But why are you guys at risk for losing the number one seed?
Yeah, because we lost to the Bengals, man. The Titans
have the number one seed right now. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
never mind. This game actually means something to you bums.
That's the whole bums. Listen to this guy. That's the whole reason why they flexed it to Saturday instead of Sunday. Because if it was Sunday,
so the whole world could see us get smoked. I know,
right?
Sure.
I know exactly.
Because if the Titans win, then there's no reason for us to play Mahomes. But because the NFL is a business, they're like, well, let's not give the Chiefs that chance. Let's just make them play a day earlier so that they don't know whether or not this game means anything, which kind of sucks in retrospect.
Dude, I'm calling that upset right now. Broncos are winning this bad boy.
Did you guys know you're like missing your entire like cornerbacks, like your entire secondary is going to be out this game. Did you know that? Like, I think there's like 5 guys in your secondary that are out this game. Just
Darby's
letting you know.
out. Darby's out. Fuller's out. Who else?
Sertan's out.
What?
Yeah, man, they're all out. All of them.
All right, let me take that upset back off the table.
Yeah, I was gonna take it.
I mean, if you want to bet some money on it, I might help you there. I'll take some action on that.
Who we got? Fuller and Callaway's out too, and Callaway's out, isn't he?
It's not showing up.
I thought Bryce was out.
Yeah, he might be on IR actually.
I think he's on IR, honestly.
That's why. Yeah.
Jeez, bro. Yeah, so they're just gonna toss all over us. Travis Kelce's gonna have like 192 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill 1 touchdown. That bum Pringle's gonna have a touchdown. I
Pringle's
mean,
good. I don't know what. Don't be calling Pringle a bum. That guy can play. Like if they give him. See, here's the problem with the Chiefs. Like they rely way too much on Hill and Kelsey, and they don't. Whenever they design plays for Pringle, he fucking wins, and he gets those. He gets open all the time. They just need to throw it to him, dude. Like he's good. Like
Jerry Jeudy.
No, honestly, man, like
I'd rather have
Jerry
Jeudy. Don't even come at me, Bob. No, he's not.
He has better numbers than Jerry Jeudy. What do you want?
That's because Jerry Jeudy doesn't even get thrown to, bro. If you look at the games and look at the routes, you'll see Jerry Jeudy's open like every single freaking play, but freaking Teddy doesn't even hit him up. Drew Lock, that bum even hits up freaking Jerry Jeudy. Teddy's just like hates on him for some reason. I think Jerry Jeudy like had sex with Teddy's wife or something. Okay. I don't know what happened. And that's a rumor too.
No, man, and that's the thing that a lot of people in Denver have been saying, like, why is Jerry Jeudy not playing better than he should be? And like,
I don't think that has anything to do with Jeudy, to be honest.
No, he's not getting the opportunities.
I know. Yeah, I think between quarterback play and the play calling, I think that has a lot to do with it. To be quite frank.
Yep. I have to agree, 100%.
We'll see. I guess I don't know.
Hey, we get a quarterback. Trust me, if we get a quarterback next year, and we have Jeudy still, which we should.
Weren't you talking about Rodgers? Like
this changed the offense
long time ago. Like
get a quarterback.
About you get trying to buy him a steak dinner.
Dude. I would, dude. Man, more than a steak dinner. But Rodgers, it's a far cry. It's a far cry. I don't know, man. No, easy. I would not go that far. Hey, I love the Broncos. I love the Broncos, Dennis. But but dude, my love for the Broncos only goes, before that line right there. That's where it has to stop.
Hey,
just need to clear that up. I just wanted to make sure.
Hey, not that there's anything wrong with that for anybody who would go further, but me, that's not my cup of tea.
It doesn't mean that you won't dance for the guy.
There you go.
But
Hey, dancing, and other things. Those are 2 different things, bro. Give me a break, bro.
Oh man. Well, Rodgers is a weird dude, so you never know.
Just saying. He's got good taste.
As long as he wins games, we'll.
Yeah, we got a chance. We'll see. We're gonna go hard in the paint for either Russell Wilson or Rodgers. So we'll see what happens. It all depends on how Rodgers does in the playoffs. Honestly, if they get bounced in a pretty ugly fashion, then we got a really good chance at getting Rodgers. Like if they get upset. If they get upset pretty bad and he wins, because I think he's going to win MVP. So it's going to be 2-time MVP in a row. And if they get bounced to the ounce, like I think they will, because like they play good, but you know how it goes. Like, you know how it is with the Packers, bro. Like in the playoffs, I think your team, as far as on the NFC, I think the Rams, I apologize. I think Tampa could pimp slap them, maybe even with their injuries, in my opinion. Who else? Dallas, I'm not sure about them. Who else is tough? And then
Cardinals.
Cardinals? Dude, they're kind of weak lately.
They beat Dallas Sunday, so
it depends. I honestly it's hard to bet against the Tampa Bay, because of what Tampa did to them last year. But again, it depends, man. Like it depends on what team shows up on any given Sunday.
I know.
And in the playoffs, like who are you going to bet on? And
well, the Rams,
the Rams. Yeah, no, the Rams are good. Like I think the Rams could go far. I don't see the Rams as a Super Bowl contender this year. I think they are more of a next year team just because this is Stafford's first year with them. But I do think I honestly think the Packers are the team to beat in the NFC. I
I
don't
can
think
see it
any team
choking,
can.
bro.
I agree.
I don't know, man.
The Packers, and I know their division that they play in sucks, which might have a lot to do, but Packers
They're
look
just
like they've been the most complete team from start to finish this year so far in the
I
NFC.
agree with you guys
which is hard to
100%.
say. Which is hard to say because the Packers D has been not great. They've been good. They're you know what they're a lot like the Chiefs in a lot of ways. Like they're really high powered, amazing offense, and their defense is good. They're not like I don't know. They're not like the
Well,
best in the
yeah,
league,
and they
but
miss
they're good.
Zadarius Smith a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
he got
they're
hurt first game, and and they real defense hasn't really been the same since. But
they're
they're
still
13
winning
and 3.
though.
They're 13 and
I
3 right
think
now. So I mean,
hey, I agree with you guys. Trust me, I agree with you 100%. They're the most complete team in the NFC. But tell me that we weren't saying that like last season and the season before that.
I
Like
did
they
say
were.
that. I know that I said that last
They
year.
honestly they blew those games. They should honestly like even last year like they
But
could have beat Tampa
They
Bay.
should have
They
been.
for
They
sure,
should have.
they
They should
should
have beat
have
Tampa. They
like
should have beat Tampa.
even more obviously the Chiefs lost to them, but I'm not talking about NFC. The
yeah.
Packers should have beat them.
They should have.
But that's what happens, dude.
But
That's what happens. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
but yeah,
That's what I'm trying
that's
to
your
tell you.
point. That's your point, and I agree. If they get bounced again, similar to that, yeah, I could see that happening. But if they're
Something's gonna happen. I have a feeling it has to be. I'm gonna will it to happen to give us a chance to get Rodgers. Is they're gonna choke, bro? They're gonna choke, and your boy's gonna be unhappy. That's why he put that 1 year clause in his contract where he can get out after a year if he wants to. He still hates that GM. He likes his coach, and he likes his teammates, but he hates that GM still with a passion. And if he gets MVP and they get bounced, like I said again, which could happen because he's not 100% healthy on that toe. And some defenses just figure Rodgers out, dude. They do. Like some coaches have a great scheme against Rodgers, which is putting a lot of pressure on that dude. You got to put pressure on him and get if you get some hits on that dude, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's still gonna get his. He's still gonna get his. But if you're putting him on his back and keeping him on the run constantly, dude, he ends up choking sometimes. Man, you guys have seen it. The three
Yeah.
games that he lost, he didn't look that great. I had him as a quarterback in my fantasy league, so I know what
okay,
teams.
there you go.
Yeah, so I was keeping track of his stats. He didn't always kill it. He had a great season though. I mean, a great season, bro. A great season.
This and I agree. I understand how Rodgers gets rattled. It is again like most quarterbacks, like if you get pressure on him. And the thing with
Yep.
Rodgers is as he's getting older, like for whatever reason, he definitely is he holds on to the ball too long.
Yep.
Like that's been his MO. Like he's looking to get the killer shot. He's looking downfield. Like if he does that in the playoffs, like and his O line can't hold up, then he's gonna be in trouble, like the Chiefs were.
Mm-hmm.
It's very similar. Like it's a problem. Like he has to. Like I think if if Rodgers just did more check downs, I feel like he wouldn't have problems. Like I just feel like he just holds on too much because he wants to be the hero.
He's
And
too
he's
cocky,
that type
bud.
of guy. Yeah,
He's
he's
too
very
cocky to check
cocky.
down, bud.
He
He's not check
is,
down
dude.
Charlie, bud. He's way too cocky. His ego
Especially at
will not
our
allow
age,
him
right?
to.
Like if
Yeah.
you're like Aaron Rodgers is our age, like you know what I mean? Like if you're at
Mm-hmm.
the height of your sport at our age and you're still slinging it, like you want to prove a point. And that
Yep.
point is I still got it, you don't have it, and I'm
Yep.
gonna win this game. It's not my team, it is me. And
Yep.
that's been his MO this whole season, even before the season started. And that could be a problem.
We're talking about somebody who is going for his fourth MVP, which barring some, you know what I mean, some crazy thing happening, and the only other person I could think that deserves it is our boy, you know, Taylor. But even above that, barring some craziness, Rodgers is going to get his 4th MVP, which is only one behind the great Peyton Manning. You know, I forgot what team he got his last Super Bowl with.
I don't remember. It's been a
I don't know.
minute.
And
I have to
MVP,
think
by the
about
way.
that.
It's
Yeah, MVP too. Who did he get MVP with? That 5th one. Jeez. I don't know. I'll think about that one. But Rodgers, 4th MVP, he's gonna get that. If he chokes, I mean, he's out, bro. I'm calling it right now. And there's only one place logical where he's gonna land, and that's up in his fiance in Boulder, Colorado. That's where he's gonna land. Up in there and with the Broncos. That's what's gonna happen. You heard it here first.
All right. Prediction time, fellas. It's
Oh,
getting late.
please.
Here's a prediction. So, so this is a trap game. Whatever you want to call it, it is 100% a trap game. Like nobody believes the Broncos can do it. Nobody believes the Broncos are even gonna be competitive. Like nobody. Like 100% of everybody picking this game is gonna pick the Chiefs to win, right? Everybody. Nobody, unless you're the biggest Bronco homer that has been ignoring like
don't talk about me
physics
like I'm not
and science.
here.
I mean, you're in New York. I don't know.
Science.
Hey, I'm the biggest Broncos fan in the world in New York, bro. Are you kidding me?
But you're still not gonna. Even you are just like, I don't know, man. Broncos probably aren't gonna win this one. But here's what I gotta say to you. The Chiefs have shown this year that they can turn over the ball. They have shown this year that if they play poorly and they on defense, they get frustrated, right? So if you feed into those two things and can turn over the ball and protect the ball better than the Chiefs and get timely stops on defense, then it's going to be a close game regardless of who's playing and who's starting or whatever. Like that's the thing with the Chiefs this year in particular. They have been rattled. I mean, obviously they're still a really good team, but they have been beat. They have been beat like they haven't been the last couple years because of these things. And once they get rattled, it's hard for them to fight back. So,
Sacker, do you remember Bob saying this type of stuff during the last game that we were playing the Broncos versus Chiefs? Remember him? Yep. Remember him buttering us up and trying to get us to, you know what I mean, and being like, "Well, let me tell you the." And I was like, Sacker, he always does this because he's trying to do the reverse psychology. He's trying to basically just put some sort of hope, you know what I mean, go out there to act like he's worried, but in his mind, he's over there. He's over there with his freaking Chiefs flannel pajamas on. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be at the game. And he's going to be, you know, just staring at Patrick Mahomes in awe with like drool coming out of his mouth. You know, fact of the matter is, bro, that we have a slim to none chance to win. But I'm still going out on a limb and saying this upset's going to happen. Screw it, bro. I can't not do it. I can't not do it, bro. Talk about homers. This guy right here, I just can't, dude. Like, I can't. The season can't be over for me yet. If we beat the Chiefs, I'm gonna get on Facebook and just let everybody have it. Let me just tell you, I'm gonna say we're the best team in the world.
So Sacker, you being the I don't know, maybe the realistic one. What do you think's gonna?
Look at that face, Sacker's realistic face right there, bro.
This shit's gonna be ugly, it's gonna be ugly. Chiefs will win. I don't even think
What's the score?
Jeez.
Give me a score, buddy.
34-10.
Ooh.
Ooh. Dang, that's rough. I'm not gonna lie. When I just thought about the score realistically, what I thought, I was thinking 35-14, but I dropped it to 10 in my head. And then you just said that. It's just like we are so like on par. But then my upset score is going to be 31 31-24 Broncos.
Ain't no way a Drew Lock offense gonna lead the Broncos to 31 points.
Oh, you didn't hear about that Drew Lock 3 touchdown performance with the defense. No, with Spencer running back a kick for a touchdown. And then Fangio challenge call. Fangio getting a challenge call.
That would be crazy. If he wins a challenge, that'll be crazy.
Here's what
if he wins a challenge, we win the game.
Here's what I think is going to happen.
I think we have a better shot of winning. I think he has a better shot of winning a challenge this week than winning this game.
He might. He actually might win the challenge this week.
That's saying a lot.
It's going to save his job.
You know what, bro? I'm going to go opposite of that. I think that we have a better chance of beating the Chiefs than he has a chance at getting a challenge.
Probably.
Right? So
you're probably right.
What's the score? What's the score you got, Bob? What you got? And realistically, don't give us
no. Let me put it out there. So Chiefs have been really good on first drives, right? They're like lead the league in scoring on like first drives, right? So the first 15 plays, Andy Reid's amazing. Like we'll get a lead 7-0. You guys will probably get 3 points. I think it'll be like 7-3 after the first. The second quarter we'll probably put up another touchdown and a field goal. So that'll be like 17-3, right? By halftime. And
That's
then third quarter, I think you guys are going to step up. The thing about the Chiefs is this year they have been terrible in the third quarter. So I feel like you guys will get 2 more field goals. So it'll be 17. So
I like how it's gonna be field goals.
Field goals. We got okay.
So we're 17-9 at this point in the third quarter. This is a close game. This is a close game, and then the fourth quarter comes around,
17-9.
and then we knock your dicks in the dirt.
There you go.
We put up a 50 burger.
He's gonna go 31-9.
We put up a 50 burger with
50.
I mean, yeah. Mahomes has been out of the game for like since halftime, and it's I think the final score will be 56-12.
Wow.
And if that does happen, you are going to see Bob streak across the field. He'll say screw that job. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 50 burger time, and Bob's going to have 50 written on his chest.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to pull an Antonio Brown. He's going to pull an Antonio Brown. He'll be ripping off the shirt, bro.
All joking aside, Andy Reid won't do that to any team. Andy Reid is too classy of a guy to let the score get that out of hand.
Oh my god,
dude, you know it. You know it's true. Like the way and it's frustrating because he lets teams come back. He lets teams come back in the second half way too often because he thinks that they can coast, and that's dangerous. And that is not a good thing to do in the playoffs. And I don't think he'll do it in the playoffs, but in the regular season, it's kind of one of those things that has been a problem for us. So it will be much closer, more like 35. No, not even 35. It'll probably be like more like 27-17. That's what I'm thinking.
27-17. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But it won't feel that close. It won't feel that close. But it'll be
so outside of my upset score, with the Broncos winning in my alternate universe there, I would say it's probably going to be. I'd say the Broncos could technically only put up, if I was realistic, 13 points max. It would be between 31-13 to 34-13, somewhere in that range. I just, that's realistic talk. But upset wise, when that happens, we already know what time it is. We know what time it is. 3 touchdowns, Drew Lock.
Wow.
Then we got that field goal up in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
You got Buzz Lightyear coming back.
Basically. So that's that. I do have a confession. It's confession time, fellas, and I never thought I'd see this come, but the Rockies have driven me to this. So, and we haven't talked Rockies so far besides Dinger, who I want to punch still. But the fact of the matter is, I just recently purchased a New York Yankees hat. Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't believe I just said that, but I have a New York Yankees hat. It's in honor of my cousin, though. It's not because I'm a Yankees fan. I live in New York, and I'm gonna have to rock that every now and then. So just so you guys know, still diehard Rockies. But I told you guys what would happen when you traded away Arenado until our boy Monfort's out of there. I'm still disgusted with the team. I still rock my Rockies gear, but I'm still disgusted. So that's my confessional.
Fair
Understood.
enough.
That's understood. I can't.
Yep.
You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at
It was
that.
rough. It was rough.
Yeah.
I'll never.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say you'll never see me ever with a different football team's hat or a different basketball team's hat or a different hockey team's hat. It was just the Rockies. That's how sad I was. You guys know how sad I was by that
Oh,
move,
yeah,
and I'm
I
still
know.
sad to this day. So,
Oh yeah.
yep, I'm a
Fair
lost
enough.
Rockies fan. I'm a lost
Fair
Rockies
enough.
fan.
Same.
Well,
Same.
ending on a
Yep.
good note. Avalanche are winning 5-1 right now, so
Nice.
You're
They're
darn
all
right,
they're all
bud.
we got, man.
they're
In
all we got right
Colorado,
now. That really is.
they're all we got.
They are. I'm holding off hopes on the Nuggets. We're still in like fifth seed, I think, fifth or sixth seed. Which
Seventh.
with 7 now, we
They're
moved
not
down to
good
7.
enough,
That's fine.
man.
Seventh after
They're not
yesterday.
good
That's
enough.
within one. But that's within one game of fifth. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah. They're
fifth.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all jumbled, but yeah.
They're a
Yeah.
playoff
We were.
team, but that's it.
We were in fifth 2 games ago. I mean, come on, look at the Lakers. Give me a break. Those bums have all the talent in the world, and they can't get it together. So, hopefully, once we get Jamal Murray back, which who knows? Do you guys know timetable on that? What are we looking at? A couple months still?
They don't say. They haven't said.
Jesus, man, we need that.
He got hurt in like April of last year. Man, that's a year injury.
I think they were talking. I think they were talking like March or April before he'll be back.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
And that's probably that's like wishing upon a star. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's funny.
What about MPJ? MPJ's out. Is that right?
MPJ's out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's out for the year.
Like, there's no chance he comes back.
no.
No.
That's detrimental.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yep.
I was just hoping that that he got the surgery first back, and then he just got up one day and he's like, "Oh crap, look at me! I made like 16 threes at practice." You know?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, it's pretty much. Yeah.
Over.
Well. All right. So let's hope for the Avs, guys. I was gonna wear my Avs gear actually, but this is the last time we can really wear Broncos since before the upset that the Broncos put on the Chiefs this weekend. So,
Give it up, Tyler. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well,
Like,
what can we do?
just,
What can we do?
just just sometimes you just gotta stop beating that dead horse and just admit that your team's not. It's Vic. It's Vic. It's the organization. Once they sell it, they'll be better. It's just you got to deal with it for the next couple years.
Hey,
Even
well-
next year, they'll be better. If
Easy, bro. Next year
they
we're
get-
going playoffs. Next year we're
Yeah,
going playoffs.
sure.
And
I
Super Bowl
believe it.
possibly. You don't believe the Super Bowl part, but
Oh man.
one last thing for me. Did you guys anybody watch the Jake Paul Tyron Woodley fight? Tyron Woodley?
No.
Anybody watch that?
I did watch
I
that.
did. Dude, it was a snooze fest for the first 6 rounds.
And
6,
then,
7 rounds.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, the first
Oh,
6 rounds, and
man.
then that knockout. I mean, it was a beauty. I gotta say. And there's a lot of people saying it was rigged or whatever, but nobody's gonna.
No,
let
it's not
somebody knock
rigged.
them out.
It's not rigged.
No, nobody's
but
gonna.
my only thing is Jake Paul, he's gotta fight a boxer.
You have
eventually.
to. He has
Eventually.
to. He has to.
I mean,
You can't keep fighting retired UFC fighters,
can't.
bro, and
You
who aren't
can't.
even known for their stand-up. I mean, come on, bro.
seriously, come on now.
Dude, Tyron had some good knockouts in the UFC, but he's not known for his stand-up. He's a wrestler.
Right.
He's a wrestler.
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
My
my only
son-
thing. Just if he fights a boxer and does well, okay, I'll take him seriously. But right now,
Sure. Well, they're trying to get him now to fight, Tommy Fury again, who's Tyson Fury's half brother, and he's only got a handful of fights, and
right.
I mean, the fights that he does have against tomato cans. But
Exactly.
the fact of the matter is, the dude's at least a boxer. So
Right. Yeah.
I'd say let's see that.
At least that. Okay. I could.
Jake Paul was talking about he put his list together and he put Mike Tyson on that list. I was like, dude, I hate to tell you, but Mike Tyson, even at his age, if you look at him right now,
Wipe
dude,
the fucking
that
floor
dude
with, bruh.
he will send you to.
He would.
He will send you to the moon.
Oh,
so.
Also, heads up. I found out the company that I work for that drives people around, right?
Yeah.
Potentially will be driving around Tyson here shortly. So
Mike Tyson?
Iron Mike, bro.
Dude,
yeah.
You don't know, dude. That dude's my favorite boxer ever. To meet that guy, that'd be amazing, bro.
I don't know if I'll have an opportunity, but like I've heard that he'll be coming to town, so that might be it. I'll let you guys know.
Bob, if you do, you got to get a sneak peek, or I know you can't.
Oh no, dude, I'm gonna fight him.
Oh God!
Yeah, there you
don't
go, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Get knocked out like Allen did.
Dude, I want to get because in my life I'll be like, yeah, man, I'm the guy who I got knocked out by.
If you survive,
right?
If you survive,
for sure. No, man, he's an old man, man. I'll hit an old man in public. It's all good.
Yeah, but take the punch, bud. Take the punch. Dude, that would be a hell of a story, bro. He's like, well, when I took that Mike Tyson punch, you know what I mean? Like, it hurt, but
you know, I was driving around Mike Tyson one day, and I started talking shit, and then he asked me to pull over.
Yeah,
we got out. I slapped him. He said something funny, and I laughed.
Dude,
and then that was it.
If you drive Mike Tyson somewhere, you need to drive him to Vic Fangio's house. You need to drive him to Will.
There you go. There you go.
Drive him
to Dinger's house.
Go Dinger's house. Everybody. Bro.
There you go. There you go.
Have him go on a knockout streak. Will Barton, especially. Will Barton and Fangio are on the top of the list right now, and Shermer.
Pat Shermer. Yes. Don't forget Shermer.
I'll make a list
for Shermer, bro.
Oh,
for Shermer, that's awesome. All right, I'll make a list for you fellas.
There you go. Appreciate
Dude, it's my hit list. Tyler's hit list.